Okay, so this is the first ever Ask a Trainer. So good morning, ladies. Just wondering if you have
Good morning.
any questions at all, except for like what's the meaning of life or anything like that. So if you have any questions you're wanting to ask a personal trainer.
I'm kind of limited in what I can do because of I need knee replacement and in both my knees.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of thrown my back all out of whack.
Sure.
So I can't really do a whole lot of exercise per se.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't sure. I know I should look into swimming,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything that you would suggest at home that I could maybe work on?
Sure. How bad is the knee pain on a scale of 1 to 10 when you're just walking?
Probably an 8.
Okay.
It's hard for me to walk too far.
Okay, so in situations like that, there's a couple different options that you can create a plan for you. And the first one is what is your goal? Is your goal no pain? Is your goal strength? Is your goal weight loss? What's the end result that you're looking for?
My BMI is 42. I need it to be 39 before I can have my surgery.
Okay.
So they won't do it. So actually weight loss, I guess.
Okay. So there's a really simple but not easy solution. So the simple solution for you at the stage that you're at right now would be to create a calorie deficit with food. So if you're limited in movement, yes, you can't create a calorie deficit with walking and running. That's not an option. So there's a couple different ways that I coach people to skin that cat, so to say. And one is macro counting. The second is you could do a low carb thing for a short period of time. As a coach, I don't recommend people doing that long term because I don't think it's sustainable. And it would depend on how bad the pain is, how soon you need the surgery, like a couple different things. Like if you needed the surgery in 12 months, I would say do macro counting because it gives you all the protein you need, all the fat you need, and all the carbs you need. You don't have to limit your carbs. If your doctor said your knees are so bad that you need surgery as soon as possible, that would be one of the very few instances where I would recommend somebody go less than 100 grams of carbs per day and maybe go close to keto. That's where keto is that's where I'm like, yes, that's a cool use of keto. I don't think, I personally, I don't believe that keto is sustainable long term.
Okay.
So you would, so then you tell me, like, what sounds a better fit for you? Just calorie deficit, eating all kinds of food groups where you would have to track and measure and count, or you don't have to track and measure and count so much. You just eliminate certain foods and these are my yes foods and these are my no foods, and you don't have to weigh anything or track or anything as much. Which do you feel you fall in?
Probably the just eating, tracking stuff, just because, but my whole thing is mindset. I just have to make myself accountable and make myself do it. I can do it, but for a while, but then I just kind of do it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So what is your why? What is the main reason why you want the knee surgery?
So I'm
I'm sorry, this video is.
Oh, sorry. So I can just be more healthy and like get around better so I can do more things with my family.
Okay. So what I would have you do if we were working together is every day set a timer for 15 minutes and think about your grandson and think about, like, really, really think and feel what it feels like to play on the floor with him, and think about all the parks you guys want to go to, and think about all of that. And if you build momentum and energy and focus around all the things that you desire to do, it's such a positive place to be. It's such a motivating place to be, because willpower is a myth. There's no willpower. There's just a greater desire for a different choice. So how much fun and joy and life can you build around the person who wants to be like, and that's my goal, that's why I work out personally. That's my why, is I want to be that grandma. Like, and my kids aren't even close to that, but that's what keeps me at it, is that's what I want. So the key to this, and this, and I can send like articles on the science behind it. The key to this exercise is you have to feel the feelings of playing with your grandson in this moment of visualization. Because then you feel like, doesn't that sound better than like, you have to count your and like, you do have to do that stuff, but you know, it's a more pleasurable activity. And also what we know about science and what we know about our minds is what's wired together is fired together. So if you think about your food patterns and you pair that with like fun, amazing times with your grandson, your likelihood to build a new life around it is so much more, versus I need to lose weight, I'm in so much pain, this hurt. Like, and I'm not saying that the tone isn't to make fun, but it's like that place no, feels helpless. Totally. That place feels helpless. And then and then pragmatic.
Okay,
is that something that you feel like you could do?
Oh yes, definitely. And I like the positiveness, instead of just thinking about, oh, I've got to not eat as many calories or something like that. Try to think of it in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And then also pragmatically, MyFitnessPal, it can be your best friend as far as tracking food, having some accountability, whether it be a group or a family member or somebody else to reach out to, or coach somebody. And then I get really boring with my food, and I mean that in a good way. Like, I try to eat the same breakfast, I try to eat close to the same lunch, and then dinner I vary based on what my family's eating. So if you kind of streamline your food to stuff you like get a planned breakfast, get a planned lunch, then you don't have to track, because you know you're eating close to the same thing.
Okay.
And then for movement, your upper body.
So do you, I don't know really,
but go ahead.
Okay. Do you find the macro is easier than the calories? I don't know anything about that, so I would have to research that.
Yes, I do, because if you were to just count calories, you would miss out on the benefits of each macro group. So just briefly, and I don't do it justice, your protein is needed to build muscle, so you have to hit that goal. And then carbohydrates give you energy, so they're not bad like people say, so you have to get that. And then fat helps with your hormone balancing. So if you support your body in all of these areas with all three of them, it's better than just counting calories. Now, could you lose weight just counting calories and not paying attention to macros and being in a calorie deficit? You certainly could. But what I've seen with everybody that I've worked with, and people say it time and time again, if they hit their protein and they hit their fat, those two things help them feel full and stable. And then if they don't restrict their carbs, like I would just say that I'm ballpark. I would guess you like maybe you'd get 200 carbs, and I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will do I'll do your macros for you. You don't feel so restricted because like people,
right.
Oh, wow, I didn't know I could eat that, and I didn't know I could fit that in. They're really surprised.
Okay.
Are you on MyFitnessPal?
I have been in the past. I've kind of went on and off of it. My problem is I don't eat hardly any protein. I'm not a big protein person. And so I know I need to work on that.
So personally, me, I'm around 140. I'm 5'6". My protein goal is anywhere from 120 grams to 140 grams, depending on how you look at it and how much muscle I want to maintain. And I like, personally for my body, I like a lot of muscle because I can still lift my 11-year-olds. But so I personally cannot reach my protein goal without supplementing with a protein powder. This morning I put a little bit of unflavored protein powder in my coffee. I'll mix it into a shake. My favorite thing to do at night is I'll mix a little bit into some Greek yogurt.
Okay.
And that's how I reach my protein goal. Do you like meat or do you not? What's hard for you to reach protein?
I'm not big on meat, especially red meat. I'll eat chicken. I haven't really ate seafood, but I like it. Yeah. My internet, it says it's unstable, so okay.
It's coming in and out. I can hear you though.
Oh, okay. I don't really, I think part of it is I just don't eat a whole lot, but I eat the stuff I shouldn't eat probably.
And what happens when you start focusing on protein is you get more satiated, and then you don't have those, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry moments where you just eat a ton of carbs. And because that's what I do. If I'm not conscious about my hunger throughout the day and I don't fuel myself properly, I'll be eating my kids' goldfish crackers that I don't even like because I'm so hungry. And I've blown my calorie deficit on things that I didn't even enjoy.
Right.
Does that sound like what happens with you?
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm not a big breakfast person, so I don't eat a whole lot. And then by lunch, I'm like starving. So then I eat just like some cheese and crackers or nothing really substantial. And then I'll snack. And then, then I'll try to eat a little, more dinner. But, I don't eat as like I should. I've been trying to eat better. I have lost about 10 pounds.
Yay.
Since the first of the year. So, I mean, it's not a whole lot, but I am, when I'm conscious of it, I do pretty good, but
yeah.
Kind of fell off the wagon though.
Sure. And that
I kind of fell off the wagon, so time to get back on.
Yeah. And what's going to help you get back on in a way that isn't shaming yourself, that isn't beating yourself up, and that isn't like I have to or I should or I whatever, is that 15 minutes spending time thinking about your grandson. Like, because then it's like, I'm not getting on the wagon because I'm bad. I'm not getting on the wagon because I'm, any of those things that we use that don't work for motivation. Right. It's like, how many parks can I go to next year? And how many zoos can we visit? And stuff like that. And planning your week. I can have Laura send you the week planner and the daily planner. And just that mental shift of focus is also huge. I can't stay on track unless I plan my week and my meals.
Okay, yeah, that would help me. And it's just my husband and I at home. So, I mean, it would be fairly easy for me to do that, it's just doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that 15 minutes will help me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could even use the 15 minutes to plan your week for food and plan your week. You know, there's so many different ways that you can use that. And then as far as movement, because you